Hello guys, this is Jeremy. I'm back on the Minecraft server with ChurchMag, and we're going to go to the ice biome, but before that, we are at Wesley's house. Actually, Stephen Holt, I don't know, you have to ask him why that is. He must be a big Wesleyan or something like that. Anyways, this is his house. This is his nice little storage area. Looks like his little furnace area. He always has some kind of creative thing that he's running. It's really cool. So this is his whole house. My favorite part is the stained glass that he has and how he's color coded everything. So this is really cool. I love this. Anyways, I'm over here because the ice biome, the ice spikes or the compressed ice is right over this way. So we're going to head over here in just a minute. I'll do the traveling off camera because I'm not exactly sure where I'm going. When I get there, we'll do a little bit of ice caving. So give me 1 minute and I'll be right over there. Alright guys, the ice biome is right on the other side of this. Wow. So I used to play on Xbox. I've never had one of these. This is crazy. My goodness. Alright. So I did bring an ender chest. I gotta find a good spot. I think right here will be the best place. And then also for better transportation, I did bring this so that we can get into the nether. Oh, okay. So let's see. I don't want to build on the ice because we're going to just break it all up. So let's build it right here. So 1, 2, 3. I don't know why I just did 3. Well, pooey. 1, 2, 3. Did I not bring enough? Alright, so I need more obsidian. But that being said, I can just go ahead and travel back there and get some. I do have my silk touch here. I do want to. Oh, I have an extra chest. Oh, nice. So I'm going to put this here. I'm going to just try to get as much as I can possibly for... Actually, let's leave this here. As much compact ice as I can. And then I'm going to head back. I'm going to put some in the ender chest and the rest just on my person. Get a whole load full. I need to update... I don't know if I told you guys this. I need to update my base because I don't have lighting. At least not proper lighting. And if I were to use the compact ice, can I get it? Nope. If I use the compact ice, I can use any kind of lighting I want. And we have an infinite source of glowstone, so it makes sense to just get all that we can. And we got actually a whole bunch of these. The sad thing is we've been looking for this for quite a while, and we only just recently found it. And by we, I mean me, because a couple other people had found this place. They just forgot to share it with me. And it's not like I told them I was looking for it. So shame on them. Why didn't they read my mind? But it's been here all along. I was apparently looking for like a whole blue biome on our map that we have. And it's just a white biome with these light blue slots. So I was completely looking for something else, and it was right in front of my face the whole time if I'd have looked right. So this is actually not far, super far from our home. Or what? 1,000 blocks away. So really, honestly, not that far. Who else is on? I'm not sure. I actually just got on. So only me is on. So one of the big things that we just did is we added a couple more people to our server. And they've been kind of going gung-ho at it. It's really cool to see them do their own design work. And they actually jumped right in to do a lot of the different things on the server. Each person kind of has their own little thing. I have my shops where I'm selling all the diamond armor and the diamond tools and equipment, which by the way I need to update and get more of, but that's my job I've been doing. And I have the AFK farms. I have all the meat, at least that's ready to go on the server, so I just typically share that with everybody whenever they want some. But they have been helping. I know one of the guys, and I can't remember actual names, so I'm just going to use screen names. Red Top had decided to instantly jump in and help with the Nether Hub. So we have a Nether Hub that's set up. You guys have probably seen a couple different times if you watched any of my videos. But one of the things is we've actually ran out of space because we keep throwing up those Nether portals that we run out of space pretty quickly. So he's going to help us expand that because it's not a small job to do. He's going to help us get that going. So he has jumped on board really quickly. It's really cool to see just that instant community in this process, which I love about gaming. And I absolutely love the fact that Church Mag gets to kind of be a partner in this process and kind of look at how gaming can be part of church technology, because I absolutely love and absolutely believe that this can be something that people just dive into and find friendships and find ways to find rest. There's a lot of stuff that can go with this, so it's really cool that they're on board and they're diving into the whole game. It's always interesting when you do a project like this. Whenever I initially asked Eric Dye about doing a server like this under Church Mag, he was all for it. But you have to realize that I come to Eric Dye with like 100 different ideas at a time. I don't go slow, apparently. And so whenever I came to him with this idea, it was just kind of, okay, yeah, we should definitely do that. I love gaming, and that's great. But there was a really specific purpose behind this, is we just wanted to connect with you guys. Just like with the podcast, it's a different way of doing a different medium that has led to something more than what we originally intended. If we even wanted to stop this Minecraft server, which we don't, I don't think we could, because the guys are just too invested in this process, not even from a pixel standpoint of having the blocks that they've built into creations, because I'm sure they could live without it if they needed to. But there's a whole community behind this. We have guys praying for each other. We have people that are just constantly trying to come up with ideas, and even the idea of some of the guys have begun blogging with Church Mag, and they're finding their voice in this process, and we're encouraging them just to keep going on. Some of the guys are in direct ministry, and so they've had lots of concerns or questions, or how do I get through this kind of thing, and we just given our 2 cents, or at the very least a listening ear. It's been really cool. We have a Slack back channel that we run. It's just been really fun to see the enjoyment that they get out of this game, especially after difficult things. And I'm not sure how much I'm allowed to share, so I'll let them share the stuff that they've been going through if they feel comfortable doing so. But it's just really cool to see these guys take this process and make it more than what even I intended to have it be. That's really cool. All right. Where are we at? Got about half. Some of you guys really like this. I'm actually like, this is boring. But I'll be honest, I don't understand some of those things sometimes. I'm always fascinated by the mining stuff. Is always kind of like okay, that was a good challenge, let's move on to the next thing. Whereas you guys just like, let's watch more of it, let's watch more of it. So that's why I'm doing this. But for me, it's those design pieces when people really get into it, whether it's redstone, whether it's trying to just do, what is that? I think that's more ice. Just trying to do creative design with blocks. I'm always impressed by you guys, whoever is out there doing those kind of builds. No, don't let it despawn. All right, this is getting a little tricky. I'll do this another time. Eat some food. I'm amazed. I've never seen these biomes. This is so cool. So yeah, the server's up and running. I do plan on showing some of the other builds once they get things going. I don't want to show them while they're incomplete because I don't know how they feel about showing the incomplete work. I guess we just keep going along, huh? All right. I'm always challenged, as I was saying about the builds, I'm always challenged because I never feel like I'm creative enough to really get good design work done. So I always take inspiration from other people, but I never like to copy. The only time I copy is like the resource builds that I do for Redstone stuff, and then I never film it, so I make sure it's never my idea that I'm borrowing. But I do have a couple of other people's builds on here, but no reason to film that process. So my mother-in-law is in town, and at the time of this recording, by the time you guys see this, she'll be back home. And it's been an interesting week. Unfortunately, my youngest has decided to get 4 teeth in all at the same time, and he had his flu shots, and my wife got her flu shots. I got my flu shots. My son's had his for a while, and we all got sick because of just the flu going around. So we've had little sleep, little fun time. So this is a good little change for me. I don't know about you guys. I'll address something here in a second, which is why I'm laughing. But I don't know about for you guys, but I love just kind of taking time for this, just to kind of relax my logical circuits in my brain, my empathy circuits, which I use for work with my counseling, and just to be creative, and just to be, even if it's something like this, which doesn't take a lot of thinking, maybe, is nice because it's just relaxing. And obviously there's more things I could do to relax. I mean, I do those. But this is always fun because it can be rewarding, because you actually have a design that you come out with on the other end. But I was chuckling because I got an email. I posted this on Facebook recently. I got an email from someone saying that I'm wasting God's talent because I play video games. Specifically, they're referring to this. How in the world could I decide to go ahead and play video games and tell people that's okay, and shame on me for doing such a thing? And my response was, thank you, Internet. It's always been a pleasure to work with you, because we just have these abilities to make content or comments at people, and not to people, but at people. That's what it was. It wasn't to me. And they were just letting me know that I was, in their words, at least as the way that they communicated to me, a complete wasted life as far as a Christian's concerned. And I'm not going to take it personally because the person doesn't know me. But I have the withal to realize that, you know what, that's the case. And I wasn't in a bad place. I've been in situations on the internet whenever I was angry or upset and lost my cool because I was just frustrated by things. And doesn't mean that what the person did was right, but also doesn't mean how I reacted was right. But this one email that they sent, it was just really dumb. So I was obviously not in a super amazing place because I decided to make a Facebook comment about it, or a Twitter comment about it, and I'm now mentioning it. But it just amazes me how people can just be so mean. Because I don't care what it is that you're doing, nobody's perfect. And the thought behind this is I'm wasting my talent that God gave me, and they don't know how I'm using my talents. This person's never interacted with me. I don't even know who this person is. For all I know, they created a generic email account because I can't identify who this person is. So it doesn't really get to me, but at the same time it does. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced that. I'm assuming since you're this far into this recording that you at least like gaming. Otherwise, you're a stalker, and please turn this off. So you may have felt this idea of, am I wasting my time with video games? Or you might have been in the same situation where you've been told, how in the world could you waste your time playing video games? And I was in youth ministry. I played video games with my youth group. I used it as a ministry opportunity. And I've had parents, I've had senior pastors come up to me and say, hey, that's great that you're doing that ministry, but don't mark it down as vacation. Or go ahead and mark it down as vacation time, because I can't really pay you for that. And I've personally run into that. I made the case, sorry, you don't actually pay my bills, because I was a missionary at that time, and so they really couldn't do much about it. They stopped giving to me, which is okay. But it's always interesting with those kind of things of people making quick comments and illogical comments because they are trying to make a decision, trying to understand you, compare you, all within those 2 seconds. And all that kind of came out. I know I'm probably reading way too much into this email. That's probably just because that's where I was at that time. But it was really frustrating. So if you ever find yourself making that snap decision, my suggestion, just apologize to the guy. I didn't respond to that person because I was too upset at him. And I don't think they deserve a response, honestly. Because if they're just trying to troll me, then that gets them what they want. And I don't think you ever really win in arguments via email. So if they ever want to sit down with me, I'd be happy to sit down with them and have a perfectly rational adult conversation with them, but I don't really anticipate that happening. But if you ever find yourself ever doing this, and being in church technology, you may have because you're quiet or because you like to video game or who knows what else, you know those feelings. And so why in the world would you want to put someone else in that situation? So I found myself at times having those thoughts and then internally just turning that off because there's no reason to be rude to them. And at the same time, for people that love really unique stuff, I thought that's kind of weird. Why in the world do they like that? But just there again, I just don't want to make those kind of assumptions, make those kind of comments, because I don't understand their situation. So, all right, we are full. I'm going to just finish this off and fill up my ender chest and get back to our base. I think we're already at time. The next project that you'll see in this next episode is we're going to go to the mesa, and we just recently found a mesa. This one actually we did finally find. We have a entire map full, and we just now found a mesa. It's been hiding from us pretty well. So we're gonna go do some hollowing out of that place, and yeah, that'll be fun. Hello, how are you, buddy? No, I don't want to be your friend. No thanks. So I'm going to head out to the mesa. I want to do a special build here just to kind of have fun with it. Because I want to kind of try to keep the mountain as far as the mesa is concerned. Jeez, they're just everywhere today. So we're going to hollow it out, but I want to do some kind of fun mining build while I'm there just to kind of have fun with this, have a little bit of creativity, see what I can come up with. Maybe the other guys will want to build on top of it as well. So let me get the rest of this filled up as far as my inventory. I'm going to head back, and then next time you see us, we will have a mesa to hollow out and to build around. So we will see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Get out of here. Get out of here. Bye.